Jesus, why don't you have a seat? Can you sit down with us? Okay. Jesus has a really interesting story that I just read in our gospel lesson today. And it's a story that has to do with money. And it's a story that, a lot of people look at that story and they kind of think, I don't know about that, Jesus. I've got 2 bags of money here, okay? This bag or this bag. How many of you would rather have this bag? How many of you would rather have this bag? Yeah, lots and lots of pennies in here, okay? Now, here's what happened. Jesus was sitting, outside the door of the temple. And the temple was a lot like a sanctuary, like our sanctuary. But in those days, they had the offering outside the door because the offering coins they used were Roman coins. And they didn't want those Roman coins. That's where we get the term filthy lucre. They didn't want that Roman money to come into the temple. So they took all the offerings and they collected them outside the door. And a lot of guys were coming in. And they had lots and lots of money, and they were putting big sums of money into the offering plate. And then this widow came. What's a widow? You know what a widow is? You do not know? What's a widow? Do you know? It's a woman. It's a woman whose husband has died. So she's on her all alone. And he's going right for the coins, isn't he? Yeah. You're training him well. Very good. All right. A widow is a woman whose husband has died, so she's all by herself, and she's trying to kind of make ends meet, and she's just trying to live off of maybe a little bit of savings that they had before her husband died. But the woman comes up, and she takes 2 pennies. You see the 2 pennies? Okay? And she takes those 2 pennies and she drops them in the offering plate. And then Jesus says, that woman gave more than everyone else who was putting in huge sums of money. Now, when is 2 pennies more than lots and lots of pennies? When is 2 pennies more than 200 pennies? Because that's what's in here. 200 pennies. 200 pennies. It is when that's all you've got. When that's all you've got. The woman gave out of her poverty, Jesus says, and everybody else gave out of their abundance. Now, I'm going to pull 2 pennies out of this bag. Does it make a difference? No. You can't even see the difference, can you? I'll put the 2 pennies back in. I'm going to pull 2 pennies back out. Can you even see that 2 pennies are gone? Now, let's take a look at this bag again. Okay? I took 2 pennies out of this bag. Does it make a difference? They're gone because there's nothing left, isn't there? That's what Jesus was talking about. Her generosity and her love for the Lord was so great that she gave everything she had. Now, what I'm going to do with you today, as we sing our sermon hymn today, is each of you are going to be given 2 pennies. And parents with the younger ones, you can decide what you want to do with this one, okay? All right? I'm going to give each of you 2 pennies. Now, you got a choice. When the offering comes around, you can keep the 2 pennies. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You can give 1 penny into the offering plate, keep 1 for yourself, or you can give 2 pennies. Now, here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to tell anybody what you decide, because it's between you and Jesus. It's between you and Jesus. All right, so as you go back, get your 2 pennies, and we'll continue with our hymn of the day.